This tells our story of what we did in Wisconsin, not what I did, but what we did.
Governor Scott Walker's new book hit stores across the nation earlier this week, and this afternoon he sat down with Fox 11 in Milwaukee to talk about it. The governor says the book explains his union reforms in Wisconsin and how those changes could work in other states. And while Walker is being touted as a potential presidential candidate in 2016, he says the book isn't about a run for the White House. State Democrats disagree. Fox 11's Andrew LaCombe has balanced coverage.
Republican parties.
After speaking with national media over the past week about his new book, Unintimidated, Governor Scott Walker spent the day in Milwaukee talking to state media. The governor says he wrote the book to explain why he reduced the power of unions in Wisconsin.
So is it a campaign book?
I think it's a little bit of book about what we did in Wisconsin, but it's certainly not a campaign beyond that.
Wisconsin Democrats say they think Governor Walker wrote the book to gain national attention.
He clearly wrote this book because he wants to run for president.
Wisconsin Democrats say a major omission from the book was Governor Walker's campaign promise to create 250,000 new private sector jobs.
It was Scott Walker's central campaign promise in 2010 and again in the recall election.
The governor says he talks about jobs every day when traveling across the state.
This is really about the interesting and unique story to Wisconsin about our reforms.
Earlier this month, the governor called on state lawmakers to hold a special legislative session to work on health insurance legislation. In Wisconsin, 77,000 people on state health coverage are set to lose their benefits and be forced into the federal health insurance market. The deadline to have coverage in place is January 1st, but Governor Walker wants state lawmakers to delay that to April 1st.
I think in the end what you'll see is probably a broad-based, across-the-board, bipartisan vote for this because people understand it's the right thing to do.
Governor Walker tells me in the coming year his administration will focus more on lowering taxes. He says that will create a better business climate in Wisconsin. In Milwaukee, Andrew LaCombe, Fox 11 News.
Governor Walker has not formally announced he is running for re-election next year. The only Democrat to enter the race for governor so far is Mary Burke. Burke is a former Trek bicycle executive and state commerce secretary.